Learning target 7a, I can add and subtract polynomials. A polynomial is an expression with more than one term. Terms are separated by plus and minus signs. So first we're going to add these two polynomials. We have 2x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3 plus the second polynomial, x cubed minus 3x squared plus 1. Both of these polynomials have 3 terms. Okay. The first step here is to write the polynomials that are being added without parentheses. So I'm going to have no parentheses. 2x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3 plus x cubed minus 3x squared plus 1. The second step is to identify like terms. And as a reminder, like terms have the same variable and the same exponent. So in the first term here, I have a 2x cubed. And in this term right here, I also have an x cubed. So I'm going to identify those two as like terms. And 2x cubes plus 1x cubed is, of course, 3x cubes. In the second term here, I notice I have a negative 4x squared. And in the term here, I have a negative 3x squared. And if you notice here, because they are both x squareds, I put boxes around them. So I have a negative 4x squared minus 3x squared, which gives me a negative 7x squared. What I have left is a number without a variable. I have a positive 3 and a positive 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4. And that is my simplified expression. Okay. All right, now we're also going to try the vertical method. So for my next polynomial addition, I have x squared minus 6 plus 5x squared plus x minus 3. Again, we remove the parentheses, but this time we're going to line them up as like terms. So when I remove the parentheses from 5x squared plus x minus 3, I'll line the 5x squared up with the x squared. I'll line the x up here with the middle because I do not have an x term in the first polynomial. And I'll line the negative 3 up with the negative 6. And then I have to remember to add. So I'm going to put a big plus sign here out front to remind myself I'm adding. So x squared, or 1x squared, plus 5x squared is 6x squared. 0 plus x is simply plus x, and negative 6 minus 3 is a negative 9. And so that, again, is my simplified expression. Okay. All right, my next example will be to subtract polynomials. My first polynomial is 3y cubed minus 11y plus 3. And I'm subtracting a 5y cubed plus y squared plus 2. For step 1, I remove the parentheses by distributing negative 1 to the second polynomial. So this is a negative 1. And I'm going to multiply, multiply, and multiply. So I'm going to start with my 3y cubed minus 11y plus 3. But now I have negative 1 times 5y cubed for a negative 5y cubed. negative 1 times y squared for a negative y squared, and negative 1 times 2 for a negative 2. Again, I combine like terms. The 3y cubed has a y cubed in it, and the negative 5y cubed has a y cubed in it. So that would be a negative 2y cubed. I have a negative y squared, and I do not have any other y's that are squared, so I'm just going to keep my negative y squared. I have a negative 11y, but I do not have any other simple y terms, so I keep my negative 11y. And then I have a positive 3 and a negative 2. And 3 minus 2 is positive 1. Okay. And that is my simplified expression. So how about if we did this one vertically? So we're given the equation 5n cubed plus 2, the expressions 5n cubed plus 2n squared plus 2 minus the quantity of n cubed plus 3n squared minus 2. But this time we're going to do it vertically. Remember, we have to subtract each term. So I've lined it up vertically, the n cubed under the 5n cubed, the n squared under the n squared, and the number under the number. And I am subtracting. So 5n cubed minus 1n cubed would be 4n cubed. 2n squared minus 3n squared is a negative 1n squared, or negative n squared. And 2 minus negative 2 is positive 4. Remember, each time I subtracted each number.